Hi, I'm Addie Kidd with Art Jewelry Magazine. I'm going to show you basic piercing techniques. If you have a design you'd like to pierce out of your metal, you start by drilling a hole within the design. If you want to know more about drilling, check out our drilling video at artjewelrymag.com. I have my saw frame here. I've attached the saw, or the blade, to the top nut, and the bottom one is loose right now. I'm going to put it in my bench pin. I have a little notch cut out here that I like to set that against. And I have the other end of the saw braced against my shoulder. I'm going to take the piece of metal and make sure that the hole that you drilled is large enough for your blade to fit through. And thread your saw blade through the hole so that the design that you're going to be cutting out is facing toward the top of your saw. That way you can know where you're going to be sawing. Push it all the way to the top of your blade. That way it won't pull on your blade at all and maybe break it. Then attach the bottom part of your saw blade, making sure to put pressure so you get some good tension. That actually sounds a little loose. That sounds good. Now I'm going to lubricate my saw blade. I hold my piece of metal down here. As you see, I've just got it held with my finger. And I'm using a synthetic lubricant, but you can use beeswax. And then place your metal on your bench pin, in the V of your bench pin, and brace your metal with your fingers while you saw to the inside of the line you're about to cut. You always want to steer to the inside of it because you can get up all the way to the edge with needle files or even back with your saw blade again. So start from that hole, saw around, and I always start at the right and I work counterclockwise because I'm right-handed. It seems to work better for me, and that way I can keep an eye on where my line is that I'm sawing. At this point you'll probably want to use more lubricant. Hold the metal on there. If the metal twists too much one way or the other, it can break your saw blade. So you want to make sure that whenever you're adding more lubricant or anything, you're keeping your metal flat. Periodically I'm blowing on the metal just to get the metal particles and the lubricant out of my way so I can see the line I'm trying to cut. If you want more tips on basic sawing, you can check out our basic sawing video at artjewelrymag.com. And I need some more lubricant again. You can kind of feel when you need more lubricant. The saw blade's a little harder to go through and the sound changes. Be sure to listen for the sound. You'll understand after you've done it a couple times. And now you have to kind of go slowly at the end when you're about to meet where your blade started, because it can kind of bend a little bit. So, and that's how you have a pierced design. To take your piece of metal off your saw blade, brace it again against your shoulder in the bench pin, undo the bottom nut, and slide the blade out.